To this channel, Freya's Crone. My name is Melody. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome. And welcome back to my returning subscribers from my other channel. I'm grateful for each and every one of you guys and all the love and support that you've been giving me on this YouTube journey. So when you come into this live stream, give me a Fonzie. Just double tap the screen or just simply hit the thumbs up. Leave me a comment in the comment section below and let me know how this general reading resonates with you. It's not personal, it's general. And if you are not yet subscribed to this channel, please subscribe and hit that little notification bell so that you know when I go live and when I post videos. All right. So this video is for the element of air, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius for this week of, let me look at my book, even though I have it there, July 19th, which is tomorrow, through the 25th, which is Saturday. All right. So we're going to start off with a higher self message. So air signs, what does your higher self want to, what advice does the air signs, higher selves have for them for this coming week? Mercury will be going stationed on the 23rd. However, we will still be feeling the effects of Mercury probably until about the week of August. We also have we will only be just a couple of days away at the end of the week, the full moon in Aquarius. So we've got a lot of things happening this week. All right, so find your tribe. So a lot of you are, your higher selves are meeting up with the tribe of other higher selves, especially if you've healed your divine feminine side. You can see there's somebody in red and orange. So this is somebody who's very secure, very intuitive. You got one here that's in blue and green, one that's opening up to giving and receiving and expression. You have one over here in blue, so there's some pretty expressive females here. You have one in yellow who's very confident, very courageous. These are air signs. This is your divine feminine side. Be insecure with who you are, doing the healing work, right? So therefore, your light or your magnetism is drawing in like-minded individuals. Very beautiful. You all are very spiritual. You all have a spiritual journey here on earth. All right. So your spiritual tribe is out there, and once you find your tribe members, rejoice together, motivate each other, support each other, and stick together. Share your accomplishments, your hopes, your desires, and your heartbreak. Praise each other and offer the kindest tough love when needed. There's strength in numbers, and you are never alone. All right. So a lot of you this week are finally finding your soul tribe, the people that you can lean on, the people that you can trust, the people that you can be vulnerable with, the people who will lift you up and not kick you when you're down, the ones who will love and support you. Even if it is a case of tough love, you'll see straight through it. You'll be able to take that criticism and apply it where it needs instead of taking it personally. So this is very, very beautiful energy here, fire signs, air signs, because, you know, a lot of us out here, we need that kind of a tribe because we've been through the grind with the people whom we thought we trusted and turned out that they were the biggest betrayers of our lives. All right. So we have unplug. So you've been asked to unplug, you know, go by the beach, go near water. For some of you, maybe you're going on a trip with your girl or your guys. You know, maybe you're going on a trip with, you know, people that you love and trust, people that, you know, and family doesn't always have to be blood. You know, sometimes our biggest family we don't share the same DNA, right? So for some of you, you could be going on a trip this week with your fellow soulmates, your soul tribe. You may be unplugging the outer world, spending some time near water, spending time on the beach. You know, there's a starfish there, which is helping you to become free to move in any direction you want to go in. Maybe you're going to rent one of these little Airbnbs and, just chill out, relax, drink some lemonade, just unplug from the outer world for a while, which is absolutely beautiful. So, reach your soul batteries by unplugging from the digital world. Connect with yourself by disconnecting from distractions such as other people's to-do list. Stroll. The best way to generate fresh and innovative ideas is to balance with virtual and natural worlds. The birds and the trees have just as much to teach you as the internet. So that's what I feel like you're doing. You're connecting with nature this week. Like I said, maybe going on a trip with your people you trust, all right? See how she's got that bird in her hand and she's in meditation? Be a natural beauty. Your entire body is precious, so choose personal products that reflect your consciousness and commit to self-love. Say no to toxins and yes to healthy ingredients possible. You deserve to look and feel, and you are worthy of the effort. Be a natural beauty. So again, you may be going out, maybe sun tanning, just unplug from the outer world and, like I said, going on a trip with your soul tribe. So this is beautiful. I feel like that's your higher self telling you this. You are drawing in like-minded individuals. Amazing. Congratulations there, air signs. So let's see where you're at on your journey this week, air signs. Where are they at on their journey this week? So we have uncovering treasure. Beneath the surface lies great bounty, which makes perfect sense with the bottom of the deck. Uncovering great treasure, being the most natural and being yourself, right? Being the natural beauty that you are, connecting with nature, listening to your intuition, listening to the birds communicate to you, all right? And then on the bottom of the deck, the gates of triumph, success expands your life. This card plopped out. So you are going, there is a gateway opening this week where there's an energy success that is expanding in your life, where the sun is illuminating your journey forward, where there are no obstacles. There's nothing in your way, right? It looks like you're alone, but in all actuality, you're not. You're actually with your soul tribe. Like I said, the people who value you, the people who treasure you, right? Definitely something from the past life, because when I see dragons, I think of past life people. Dragons aren't always negative. We all have a dragon spirit around us. So yeah, you're finding your sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source, right? Unplugging. And that's where your 6 lies. So we're going to go ahead and put that there. I'm going to go ahead and read these 2 cards to you. So uncovering treasure. For the element of air, look beneath the surface in your life and you'll find treasure. Bounty is awaiting you in many forms. The secret is knowing that you deserve it and you are worthy of it. Something that you thought was ordinary will turn out to be extraordinary. Take a second to look at the people and the situations in your life, right? The people in your life, the tribe, the people that are around you. Okay, sometimes receiving treasure is simply a matter of seeing life in a new way. The treasure was always there. You just didn't see it. So, on this journey, the traveler confronts dragons and uncovers obstacles, and in the process discovers the depths of the treasure in their soul. Often treasure is found in the most unexpected places. Sometimes after it seems that you face the inner dragon, you'll find hidden treasure. Success begets success. And what's the next card? Success. So as you begin to seek and find bounty in your life, more and more rewards will follow. This card heralds a bountiful, prosperous, abundant time in your life. So this week is going to be very abundant, very prosperous. Because why? Because you are going to find your soul tribe. You're going to see the people around you, the people who truly treasure you, the people who, you share the same ideas, the same agendas, the same, like your like attracts like situation, right? They're gonna value you, you're gonna value them. They're gonna give you criticism instead of taking it personally and getting all bent out of shape. You're gonna apply that criticism, right? You're gonna apply it. You're gonna take it and you're gonna apply it where you need to apply it, which is gonna help you to uncover something within yourself on your journey. Again, success begets success. And that is the next card. Success is expanding in your life. The gates are open as you move forward, right? And look at the sun shining down on that journey. Yeah, you may not see everything because there's a lot of twists and turns. But I feel like on some of the twists and turns is when you find the most valued things in your life. And because they come as a surprise, right? Because sometimes the best things come unexpectedly. The gates of triumph are waiting to open deep and wide for you. Inner and outer success is coming your way. Thriving is a state of mind. Accept that you can reach your goal, reach any goal you desire, and even more victories will expand in your life. The more you feel it, the more love, prosperity, fame, and fortune will pour into your life. The sacred traveler wants you to know that you are arriving in a foreign hamlet. Wreaths of flowers are placed around the sacred traveler's shoulders. The townspeople celebrate and honor the traveler. So some of you may be going on a trip. The village elders know the challenges faced and overcome and are welcome with wide open arms. If a situation knocks you over, get up, brush yourself off, and discover, right? Discover what you have learned. You aren't a failure if you fall down, only if you stay down. So keep going and believe in yourself. This is what true success is. Acknowledge your accomplishments in life. There are more than you imagine. Victory, good fortune, and triumph are at hand. What a beautiful message, opening message here, air signs, that, victory, triumph, success, all at hand. Where you are going to be able to unplug and find your sanctuary and open yourself up to like-minded people who are very spiritual, just like you. All right, so let's keep moving on. What are the crows warning the element of air about this week? What are the crows warning the element of air about this week? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What are the crows warning the element of air about this week? Influence. So you're being warned about possibly somebody being under the influence or trying to influence you this week. This could be somebody who's criticizing. Yeah. So you could be the victim of somebody's bad behavior with the trickery. This trickery represents the sword, somebody being sneaky, being shady, spread a lot of lies, spread a lot of rumors, gossiping around you. Like I said, you're being the victim of somebody's bad behavior. This person wishes that they wouldn't have did it. Somebody is in fear that maybe you're going to find out that they influenced something when it comes to your success. But you do have your divine spirit team chasing this predator out of your energy, which is really, really great here. All right. Do this up before I knock them over. All right. So that's what I see for the overall energy for this week. So let's go ahead and get started. So give me one card for this last week. One card for this finishing up of this week and how it's influencing this future week. Yeah. So you definitely have to trust the process. I feel like that's what you're doing. You're ready to take that leap of faith. See the feminine card on here. Um, so I feel like you are definitely trusting your intuition. You're trusting the divine. You are trusting your higher self. You're trusting the voice from your higher self. Finding, like I said, finding your sanctuary, learning to trust the process. You definitely have somebody who has been influencing you, wanting to come in and possibly clear the air with you. But you need to be aware of something. All right. So let's go ahead and clarify that. Trust card for the element of the air for today, this past week, and how it's affecting next week. For some of you, you may be starting at ground zero. Yeah, look, Seven of Swords, deception and envy. And that's what being the victim of somebody's bad behavior, right? With the Seven of Swords trying to trick you. So I feel like this person wants to come in and clear the air with you. Why? Because the mask is getting ripped off and they are seeing like there's somebody that they're being exposed is what I feel. Somebody is being exposed for their influence when it comes to your success, when it comes to possibly triangulating you from your tribe. Again, you are the victim of somebody's bad behavior, and this person is about to be exposed for their obvious ways. Their mask is coming off. You can see that they look like they're side-eyeing a situation. Let's take a look. Yeah, this is somebody who is trying to ruin the divine feminine's fertility, trying to block from creating, trying to ruin their reputation as a divine feminine, trying to block their destiny. This person maybe went through some bad luck. We have the 10 and the 3, which is a 13. Somebody could went through a period of bad luck, and it's because of this person. Um, they wanted you to uh, they wanted you to succumb to some sort of an emotion here with the Four of Cups in reverse, right? They definitely wanted to turn your back to a situation, and now they feel they have unfinished business. See, it looks like they're watching you. They're definitely watching you. They're side-eyeing you. So 07 can be significant. Um, let's pull one more card. This last week and how it's influencing this coming week. Can I have one card, please, and thank you? Seven of Cups, 7-7. So yeah, they were casting illusions. The illusion, Seven of Cups talks about confusion. Somebody who's emotionally confused. Somebody who, somebody was trying to influence somebody's intuition because they didn't want them to make some sort of a choice here. They could have come into somebody's dreams, right? Could have come into somebody's dreams. See how they're riding that dragon? Look at the dragon. This could have been an undercover, hidden enemy. Coming in, acting as though they are part of your soul tribe. But the whole time, they were deceiving you. They were influencing people around you. See the chakras, right? The 7 chakras. Looks like, see her hair's like all up in the air. Like, that's weird. Like something's moving quickly. You see how the dragon's got 3 cups? So it could be 3 people. This definitely talks about an illusion. And look, if you look at this card, he is definitely side-eyeing that Seven of Cups. So 7-7 is significant. So 7-7, that would be 7-16, which adds up to a 7. Or 7-17, which would have been yesterday, because 7171 adds up to an 8. 88, which adds up to a 16, which adds up to a 7. I look, another 7. 777. This person has been attacking you. They've been attacking your chakras. They've been attacking, attacking your success, attacking your sacral chakra specifically, because they didn't want you to create something. They didn't want you to find success. They didn't want you to walk through this door, right? They were really like, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. Like, they were beneath the surface pretending like they were your friend just to influence you. And then we have the King of Cups underneath that. So this person was heartless. This person was the type of person who come in to earn your trust, right? Oh, you could trust me. I love you. You're my best friend. The whole time behind your back, they were attacking you. They could have been verbally attacking you, spiritually attacking you. This is somebody who could have been violating your boundaries, right? We have the Queen of Pentacles underneath that. So if the King and the Queen, this is somebody who's heartless, somebody who, could have accepted money to do something. What did they accept money to do? To backstab and betray you, cause you to hit rock bottom, hoping that you would self-sacrifice yourself. They cause you a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, through attacking you verbally. And then look, on the bottom of the deck, we have the Fool card. They could be coming in saying, "Oh, I was a fool. You know, I didn't, I regret trying to influence your success. I regret trying to influence your soul tribe because I didn't want you to find your like-minded individuals. I'm sorry that I was bad. I didn't mean to be bad. I wasn't trying to be bad, but I got paid to do so. And because I'm a greedy, self-centered, arrogant, heartless individual, I just, I just felt like that had the power to attack you and cross your boundaries. So somebody may be wanting to come in and defend themselves. So be aware of that today. So let's move on. Let's get a couple more cards for the rest of the week. All right, so before I go there, let me clarify. What's this uncovering treasure? Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is beautiful because the Queen of Cups talks about somebody who is very intuitive, somebody who's very nurturing, somebody who's very psychic, somebody who is very generous, somebody who's very compassionate, somebody who's very loving, somebody who's very empathic, right? So you definitely, are air signs. You definitely speak with compassion. You speak with love here, whoever I'm talking to. The Queen of Cups is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Heavy Pisces, Scorpio, because Cancer would be the king, which is what I just showed you. So I feel like beneath the surface, you really are a genuine, kind, and compassionate individual. I feel like you're magnetic for some of you. You could see these 3 lotus flowers. See these cups in this dragon's paws, right? 1, 2, 3. See the 3 lotus flowers? Then you got the dragonflies. Somebody has dragonflies. If you look in this cup, there's a dragonfly. So I feel like you chose a cup that had a dragonfly in it. And the dragonfly, to me, represents transformation. represents transformation. So you are definitely this week finding your soul tribe, people who are very compassionate, people who are like-minded like you, people who are, lift each other up, right? The strength comes in numbers, right? So you're finding your soul tribe and you realize that strength comes in numbers and that you're truly not alone. Um, you're going to find people who value you, people who believe you, people who motivate you, people who support you, people who will stick together with you. All right. Yeah, we have the Four of Swords in reverse with the Star card. So somebody wanted you in this hopeless energy. They wanted you in this hopeless energy. They were hoping that for some of you, they were hoping that you would not get better. They were hoping that you would not see your way out of a situation, and that you would stay in this hopeless energy, feeling trapped up all in your head, because they were spying, lying, gossiping on you. They definitely was heavily watching you. Um, Here, like I said, side eyeing you, heavily watching you. All right, so gates of triumph, success is expanding in air signs life. Yeah, so I do feel they're definitely trying to influence your new beginning. So the Ace of Pentacles in reverse tells me that there's still something. You need to make some sort of a here. You need to stop procrastinating and make some sort of a choice. And the choice is how you are seeing something. Um, yeah, this Pentacles. When it comes to where you put your focus, your time, and your energy. Because the Seven of Pentacles talks about somebody who puts a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of focus into working on their seeds, nurturing their seeds. So when the time is right, they can harvest it. You have a lot of sevens coming through here. Um, yeah, there's like this heartless individual. See, the Knight of Wands, sometimes in reverse, can be somebody who is a player, somebody who's there for the good time and not the long time. This could be that person who is trying to influence your soul tribe, trying to influence them and tell them that you're a bad person, that you're promiscuous, that you're a bad individual, you lack nurturing, you lack compassion, right? But in all actuality, again, you're just a victim of somebody's bad behavior with the Seven of Swords in reverse. And they're about to be exposed for this. Yeah, something about because they didn't want to let go. Somebody doesn't want to let go. Somebody doesn't want to let the past go. So somebody could be in spiritual jail or be all imprisoned in their head. Yes, somebody's in spiritual jail. They're under. Why? Because it's either my way or the highway. It's somebody who refuses to take accountability. All right. So influence. Yeah, they took something too far. They definitely took something too far. They took something to the extreme, possibly at night. They took something to the extreme. The Nine of Pentacles. 919 could be significant. 199 could be significant. So the 19 adds up to a 10, so 911 could be significant. Yeah, they were trying to throw you out of balance, right? This is somebody who could have, with the devil card talks about, especially in reverse, somebody who's breaking those chains. Somebody was trying to control something. Somebody could be losing control. We have the Empress in reverse again. This could be a somebody who lacks compassion. right? Somebody who could be being manipulated by a demon, have some sort of an attachment that's controlling them. This is somebody who lacks compassion. This could be somebody who has a incubus succubus attachment, somebody who could have been trying to destiny swap with you, or somebody who's going through a period of bad luck. This is somebody who was mastering their craft, mastering um, mastering their craft to win at all costs with this group of people, this mob of people. Um, they were trying to mask themselves. Maybe somebody trying to um, master their craft with this mob of people to try to influence, so that they could get initiated into some sort of a secret society, a club. Yeah, look, magician. Somebody's magic backfired. Somebody is seeing clearly now what the holdup was. Somebody tried to sacrifice somebody. All right. All right. So, what is the influence? I feel like signs you are influencing a lot of people. Something is being thrown in the spotlight this week. Um, what was once in the dark is coming to light. And this is you, air signs. See, I feel like what was in the dark is coming to the light is how truly protected you are. Birds around you. You have a peacock, which is also a sign of protection. Here you are in the flow, but you're definitely protected from whatever was done in the dark. Um, so the Knight of Pentacles talks about, you're influencing a lot of people. You're influencing a lot of people out here in the social community. But because you're connecting with your higher self and you're delivering positive emotional messages, which is helping them to uncover and assist them healing their wounds so that they can walk forward. Give me the Ace of Pentacles in reverse when it comes to success. I feel like they were just trying to block and influence it. Show me what the Ace of Pentacles means in reverse. Ten of Wands. So you have to let go of something. You have to lay down some sort of a burden here. We have 11 coming through. You have to lay something down. You no longer have to prove yourself to anybody here, right? You no longer have to prove yourself to anybody who does not value you, who does not appreciate you. You're no longer like associating with them. You're cutting the ties. You're letting go of any heaviness that you've been carrying on your shoulders. Moving forward, I see the number 11. So what day this week would be an 11? So tomorrow, Sunday, could be significant to you. I'm seeing 10, 10, 11, 11, 711, 911. Yeah. This Queen of Wands, somebody is very paranoid. They're very paranoid because you are definitely divinely protected. You're standing your ground, you're placing your boundaries, and somebody is very paranoid, perhaps that you're going to find out the truth of what they did. We have the King of Cups here, which is a matching pair with the cups, and we have the Queen of Pentacles. So you definitely have three people in your energy, but this Queen of Pentacles individual is very greedy, and I feel like they're very paranoid that you're going to find out that they got paid to do something. All right, so let's move on. Let's get 3 cards for this week. Okay, oh, look, the Divine Feminine's coming out. So again, you're moving through the rest of the week. I see you being very nurturing, very grounding. very illuminating. See the clovers. Clovers represent, what eats clovers is rabbits. So there you are sitting on the ground. I feel like you're grounding your energy. You may be getting some sort of light code. See the sun shining in your head. This is like very healing energy because you can see she has a fireball in her hand. The key word on it is nurturing. So we have the divine feminine coming through here again. A lot of divine feminine energies coming through this reading here this week, air signs. So if you want, go watch the air divine feminine reading from yesterday. I feel like there's some messages in there. There may be an extended message in there for you, which is absolutely beautiful. So give me 2 more cards for the rest of the week for the element of air. Please and thank you. 2 more cards. Okay. So I feel like you're having a heart chakra activation. Okay, so we have the 2 of Cups in reverse. June 23rd could be significant. Yeah, we have the 3 of Cups. So you are coming out of, this period of sadness and isolation, and you're rising up. You're gaining a lot of information this week. You're definitely being in a flow. You're moving forward. This is the Destined card, the Wheel of Fortune card. You're definitely moving forward. Spirit could be taking you in a different direction here. They are definitely shifting your focus, right? So you're being asked to shift your focus instead of being this energy of sadness and isolation and feeling all alone and, feeling like you don't have nobody around you, nobody who you can trust, because every time you find somebody, they cause you a lot of heartache, they cause you a lot of despair. I feel like you're moving on from that. You're changing your focus. You're learning to breathe it out because you're mirroring something out into the world. Yes, you're definitely psychic. You have your third eye's going to be open. But you had somebody who maybe coming in with their hand out, wanting you to give them something. So we have the Sun card coming out again as well. So I do feel you're healing from a lot of sadness, from a little isolated, because you had somebody here, the 7 of Swords energy, that was influencing your people around you, because they didn't want you to find your tribe. They didn't want you to be happy. They didn't want you to shout with joy. They didn't want you to find your like-minded individuals. They wanted you in this heartache. They wanted you in the despair. They wanted you in isolation. So what did they do? Go around behind your back, spread a lot of lies, spread a lot of rumors, try to ruin your reputation, tell them that you were right, that you were heartless, and that you didn't have empathy. But that's not the truth. And that is coming out. So what is being exposed here is the fact that you are the victim of this person's narcissistic words. All right. So that is what I feel. So give me a card for nurturing, please, and thank you. Nurturing. Yep. See all the muddy emotions here, right? See the rainbow. See the chakras, the rainbow. So for some of you, you could literally be seeing a rainbow, but this represents Neptune, right? So somebody could have tried to sacrifice you, or you may need to sacrifice something to let go of something that was hindering you on an emotional level. See how dark and emotional that is? That has kept you in this procrastination, that has kept you from making some sort of a decision this week. And it has something to do with trust. It's like every time you trust somebody, you get stabbed in the back. So what is really hard for you is to open yourself up to trusting again. You can see that she is also side on something, right? And she's got her back to this Empress. So Neptune is retrograde in Aries. Neptune retrograde talks about reviewing, right? Reviewing these emotions that are dirty, muddy, not good for us. Things that we hold on to in these cups that are poisonous, that are toxic, right? That it causes us to be clouded. So, but it's in the upright position. So, what you see here at the beginning of this week, starting tomorrow, we have 333, we have 7 7 and 3 3, which adds up to a 10 10 energy. Is that you need to let go of sacrificing, um, let go of sacrificing a part of yourself to make other people happy. Let go of sacrificing your own happiness to please other people, because you have nothing to prove to nobody. You, the only thing you have to prove is something to yourself, and the fact that you are nurturing. So don't listen to what the naysayers have to say, because you are beautiful, you are empathic, you are nurturing, you are loving, right? um so March 12th could be significant. So let's move on. Give me nurture and sacrifice. Give me a card for the Empress and Neptune. So you need to let something go that has been blocking your success. You have the Five of Swords in reverse. So the Five of Swords in reverse talks about, so we have a 3 and a 3, which is a 6 and a 5, which adds up to an 11. 11, 11, you're seeing them signs. So the Five of Swords in reverse talks about somebody who wants to win at all costs, right? Somebody who's been backstabbing you and wants to win at all costs. See, they're side-eyeing and looking back at you, feminine. I'm not talking about the feminine gender. I'm talking about the feminine side of you. And this person's carrying the Three of Swords, the isolation, the despair, right? That has been blocking your flow. That's what you need to let go of, is the toxic emotion, all right? Of, people who, not trusting people, but people who become your friend to befriend you just so they can get something from you. And these are people who do not value you. You got two people on this card. These people have their backs to one another. So you need to learn to trust people again, because not everybody is going to betray you. But you definitely had somebody here with the Five of Swords in reverse who wanted to win at all costs. It did not matter. We also have 8. Give me another card here for the nurture, sacrifice, and the Five of Swords in reverse. Yeah, I'm telling you, something isn't quite clear. See the crow here? Bringing that wand in. So this somebody who, again, their next step isn't quite clear. Something isn't quite clear, right? That's this Seven of Swords energy. Something isn't quite clear. You're not seeing something clearly. And it's because of that toxic emotion. This also could be somebody who, like I said, they're side-eyeing, they're spying on you, they're watching you, right? They could be scrying through a crystal ball, doing card readings, doing magic. See the candle burning there, the candle in the background, doing moon magic, right? See the moon in the background. But I feel like whoever I'm talking to, the crows have warned you about this in person. You can see she's got something on her third eye here. So this is somebody who's been watching you. This could be somebody that you don't even know, right? Who's been trying to block something for you with the Neptune. Trying to block and hinder you. Hoping that you will just give up. trying to block your intuition so that you make the wrong choice, that you pick the wrong cup. Look, High Priestess. This could be somebody's mistress. This is a secret. This talks about secret hidden enemies. It talks about secret individuals. This could be talking about somebody's, look, the Four of Wands, somebody's secret mistress. See how he's laying the wrap there? This is somebody who could already be with somebody, perhaps married to them, talking to somebody, wanting to come in and lay the wrap to you. Yeah, make you some sort of an offer because they're looking for a handout. So we have Pisces coming through here again. Pisces rules the 12th house of karma, secrets, self-undoing, closure, endings, healing, travel, expenses, hidden enemies, and bed pleasures. But Pisces also like to play the victim, right? The victim of somebody's bad behavior. Somebody is very intuitive, fearful, plays victim, compassionate, artistic, and musical. So this person may be coming in playing the victim, trying to influence your choice. But they're going to do it just to block your success, block you from going through these gates. But remember, you don't owe this person anything. You don't owe them anything. All right, so yeah, so we have Master here, which this card, you can see that his heart is in a cage, but it's illuminated. So this person thought they were master over your life. Give me a card to clarify Master. Yeah, they were just trying to create obstacles. They also were trying to pick a fight with you, cause you challenges. Yeah, see, look, see the break there moving forward. They were trying to break you. They were trying to break your journey. They didn't want you to move forward. They wanted you to fall down through that hole that they created. But see, this is in reverse. So I feel like through the middle of the week, I feel like you're going to master something. You're going to master some sort of a challenge here. Another 11. So 1111 is very significant here for you air signs. 155 could be significant. 777, you could be seeing that. 911. Definitely 555. So I feel like what you're doing at the middle of the week is you are mastering some sort of a challenge when it comes to your heart space. Putting a wall up around your heart space because you don't trust anybody. You definitely have the heart energy, which blocks you from giving and receiving. So I feel like you're opening up your heart again. You're learning to open up your heart again and learning to trust it, which is helping you to take some sort of leap of faith, to make some sort of a choice here. Yeah. When it comes to flame, igniting that flame again. Maybe going out and celebrating something. Like I said, going on a trip with your tribe. Going out and celebrating something. Look, heartache and loss. Somebody wanted you in this heartache, this loss. Yeah, they wanted you to feel powerless. So I see 333 coming through here now. Lots of threes. 1333 could be significant. So this person was trying to take your power away. But you are overcoming this obstacle and reigniting that flame in your heart space. Taking your power back. Fun and success, fun and happiness. So you could be getting some sort of an idea here. Give me master and challenge and obstacles in reverse. I feel like they were hiding themselves. Because all you can see is their feet. You're not seeing the rest of them. Clarify the devil card and obstacles. Yes, Seven of Pentacles. So something that they planned did not work. Something, there's 57 all over this reading as well. Something that they planned did not work. Their plan to break you did not work. Their plan to put this obstacle in your path did not work. Their plan to trap you and cage you did not work. So something about maybe July 15th could have been significant. July 21st may be significant, which will be Tuesday. Yeah. So that's why the obstacle has been removed here. Because you've mastered some sort of a lesson. Look, Two of Cups, Queen of Swords. So this could have been an old partner, family, lover, business, friend. Family, lover, business, friend that is either being called out or you are calling them out. You could be calling out this old partner, family, lover, business, friend, calling them out for their deceptive ways. Knight of Swords. This is somebody who's, it's always my way or the highway. There is no other way but my way, right? This is somebody who tried to snuff out your flame with some sort of an emotion here with the Two of Cups. They tried to snuff out your flame by keep pouring muddy water on your inspiration. Like, yeah, that's what they're showing me. Taking this cup from the Seven of Cups, scooping up muddy water and just dumping it on you, dumping it on your flame, right? Because the first time they dumped it, it snuffed it out just a tad bit, but it smoldered and relit. And they took a bigger cup the next time and they dumped it and they definitely tried to snuff it out. All right. So let's go ahead and see. We got Two of Cups as the last card, but it's in reverse. They didn't want two people to come together. Again, this is the Two of Cups. So this could be an ex-partner. This is somebody who wanted you to give up on love, give up on you and another person coming together. So clarify the Two of Cups in reverse. Yeah, look, Taurus. So this is somebody who could be, see how he's looking over at that house? The two people in front of that house. The dog means loyalty. So somebody thought that they were the master over your life with the Master card. They thought they were the master over your life and you were the dog. Like they would keep you on this leash, right? They would keep you on the leash. See how the book's illuminated? This could be somebody who thought they were wiser than you. They thought they were, you know, they were better than you. They thought they were smarter than you. This is somebody who wanted to win at all costs, right? Look, victory, success. Choose wisely. So I feel like you made some sort of a choice and you chose whatever choice it was a wise choice because now there's victory and success. Because you changed your focus. You're no longer dwelling in the grief. You're no longer dwelling in the loss. So there's a lot of water around the Eight of Wands. I feel like you're moving forward. So 6, 7, 8 is very significant. So the Taurus card rules the second house of money. Finances, possessions, values, daily routine, or environment. So you can see he's standing in some sort of an environment here. This is somebody who did not value you. This is somebody who did not value you. This is somebody that maybe you could have been married to. that did not value you, did not appreciate you when they had you. You could have been married to them. You could have been living with them. You definitely had some sort of a relationship with them, right? So they did something on a daily, like for some of you, this person could have did something on a routine level. Another 7. 7s are all over this place. 3s are all over the place. 1111 is all over the place. So this is somebody who's very stubborn. Again, it's my of the highway. Somebody who wanted to win at all costs. Somebody who did not want you to see something clearly when it comes to coming together with another person. Clarify wisdom in the 2 cups. Yeah, hanged man. So Neptune again. For some of you, this could have been an old partner who self-sacrificed. For others of you, this is somebody who was trying to put road bumps in your finances. This is somebody who did not want you to see something clearly on an emotional level. They wanted you to stay in this energy of, I don't know what to do. I don't know what choice to make. You know, I'm not sure, right? This is somebody who did not want you to trust your intuition. This is, you know, Neptune again is retrograde in Aries. By the end of the week, you're going to see something more clearly. You're going to gain some sort of wisdom about who this truly was and why they did it. You're going to see who this ex-partner was, family, lover, business friend, and why they did what they did. So the truth is being exposed. And they're going to try to play victim. And they're going to try to influence something that you've been working on. Look, somebody made a very bad investment by either accepting money or paying for something about work, right? Trying to keep somebody paranoid or somebody using somebody's wounds against them. Look, Queen of Wands. Because they're attractive, they're beautiful, right? So somebody was very envious of somebody's beauty. And somebody was wounded because perhaps they got rejected. But they made a bad investment to do something, like to work on something, maybe to work on influencing the people around you. This is somebody who put boundaries against somebody. Look, now the Queen of Cups or the King of Cups. So you have a Queen of Wands, a King of Pentacles, and a King of Cups here. So this Queen of Wands stood her ground and put a boundary up against perhaps this King of Pentacles. Because she knew that he didn't want to work. She knew that, you know, something wasn't going to work between them. You know, she put up this boundary because this person wounded them. She opened herself up to be vulnerable, and all this person did was turn around and use her vulnerabilities against her. So she had to put that boundary up with this person because she knew that, you know, if she trusted them again, they would just keep repeating that cycle. So somebody paid somebody, possibly at work, to do this. Look, the Queen of Pentacles. You got a matching pair, King and a Queen of Cups and a King and a Queen of Pentacles. So it could have been 2 couples, 4 people. Like I said, Could be a coven, a secret society. See how he's wearing that robe? A coven, a secret society, a karmic couple. This could have been somebody who, started sleeping with one of your exes just to influence them. Somebody could have did some sort of a spell even. But somebody is definitely heartbroken here because something is moving forward, because you shifted your focus. You decided to shift your focus and not dwell on this emotion. You decided to be more in the flow here. You decided to trust your intuition and where it's being guided. Something is destined to happen. We have 8, 18. So let's get a crystal for the element of air, a crystal. So it's kind of like, I feel like it's very obvious because at the beginning of the week you have Neptune. You know what you need to let go of on an emotional level to come into alignment with your divine feminine, to come into alignment with what you want to birth into reality. You know that you need to let go of whatever blockages that it is, because you know that you're not seeing something clearly enough when it comes to getting some sort of a download, or seeing something clearly enough when it comes to this group of people and why they did what they did. This is, again, somebody who thought they were master over your life. Somebody could have some sort of an attachment. Somebody could have tried to send some sort of a dark attachment to you, to get you to sacrifice yourself, but the plan backfired. So we have deer, rose quartz, self-acceptance, compassion, and gentleness. And yes, that is exactly what this Queen of Cups on uncovering treasure. So you're uncovering something within yourself, and you're self-accepting it, right? You're accepting the fact that, you need to love yourself. You need to be more compassionate with yourself. You need to be more gentle with yourself, right? So, Spirit of Deer, help me live in gentleness and compassion by accepting myself and others just as we are. Thank you, Aho. So, rose quartz, this is a piece of rose quartz. For those of you who don't know what it is, that just happens to be in skull form. So Deer definitely tells you to be gentle with yourself at this time as you are learning to accept yourself, flaws and all. You're realizing that, you know, everybody goes through heartbreak, right? Everybody goes through heartbreak. But the thing is that, you were never alone. And that's what this person wanted you to feel like. They wanted you to feel all alone. They wanted you to feel hopeless, that, nobody wanted to be around you. Nobody liked you, that you were, again, they tried to ruin your reputation. A Mary Magdalene maybe called you names, tried to, say that you were out spreading your claim or your wand to everybody out in the neighborhood, and that's not the truth, right? They could have said you were under some sort of an influence of, you know, um, drugs, alcohol, something along them lines, right? But in all actuality, you wasn't. Their plan backfired. Somebody could have also said that you had some sort of an attachment, but in all reality, they were the ones with the attachment. All right, so you have Grasshopper, which talks about luck is on your side. Hessonite Garnet, abundance, intuition, and luck. Spirit of Grasshopper, teach me to trust my intuition so that I'm always moving forward towards my goals. Thank you, Aho. And that's exactly what you are doing, because you're in this Nine of Pentacles energy, and you're not allowing other people's opinions to matter. You're letting go of this extreme mental, emotional, and physical anxiety. And it's throwing you into the spotlight here. So sometimes being thrown in a spotlight, maybe that's what your fear was, of being thrown in a spotlight. So go ahead and pull a final card to close out this reading. So you're definitely seeing something from a different perspective when it comes to giving your heart and giving your power away. All right, give me a final message to the element of air for this week. Yeah. Increased awareness, deep connection, trust your inner voice. You are absolutely deeply connected if you're in the Queen of Cups. You are connected to your intuition. You are connected to your higher self. Absolutely. So you need to trust it. Look, you got a loved one in heaven. Thank you, loved one in heaven, for drawing close to me at this time. So you definitely have somebody who has passed over who is drawing close to you at this time. You have a deep connection with them. I feel like with the Hierophant cards, I'm telling you, somebody did some sort of, they burnt some sort of a candle on you. But I feel like that's so that they could see, like, look into your life, but it still clouded them. Somebody's crystal ball or their vision is clouded here. Friends, phases and cycles. There's a beginning with every ending. Illusions are being revealed and released. Yes, they are. Illusions are being revealed and released. And the people who did it are being revealed, right? The illusion here. Freya is telling you there's a new beginning here. Connect your, a family wound or pattern can be healed now. So you're breaking a generational curse. You're healing a family wound. And that's why this loved one is drawing so close to you. Faith. Stay calm, trust the good in yourself and others, and see the light in the world, because you're here to help humanity. So you have Archangel Michael's twin flame coming through here, protecting you. As you do what? Take this leap of faith. And trust that the divine got you. You're divinely protected. Okay? All right, there you go, air signs. That is your weekly reading. Thank you for watching and have a great week.